Shri Chaitanya Vishnu Savitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Vadam Pralati Sarvadam Tikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Tapadam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Guru Sadhuratam Sanagana Raghunatham Nikantam Sadivam Sadhutam Savadutam Varijana Chaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sakavina Shri Sattvatam Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Vishvaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Shatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaudipase Namah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Natakanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanam Sute Devi Pranamami Haritye Vancha Kalpataruksha Kripa Sindhu Vedacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. So today's verse. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Amantatam Munivaram Anugyatasanagaha. Pratashtilatamaruya sabharyasapuramnikaha. Pratashtilatamaruya sabharyasapuramnikaha. Ubayo Vishikulayaya Sarasvatya Subhudasaha. Vishinam Upashantanam Pashyan Asana Sampadaha. What to word meaning? Amantraya, taking permission to go. From him, Kardama, Munivaram, on the base of sages, Anugyata, being permitted to leave, Sahananda, along with his retinue, Pradashte started for Ratham Aruriya, mounting his chariot, Sabharya, along with his wife, Sapuram, his own capital, Nepal, the emperor, Upyo on board, Rishi Kuryaya, agreeable to the sages, Saraswatiyaha, Surodasaha, Rishinam, Upashantanam, Pashyan, Surodasa, the charming banks, Rishinam, of the great sages, Upashantam, tranquil, Pashyan, seeing Ashram Sampada, the prosperity of the beautiful commentators. Translation by Sivangas Samishaprabha. After asking and obtaining the great sage's permission to leave, the monarch mounted his chariot with his wife and started for his capital, followed by his retinue. Along the way, he saw the prosperity of the tranquil seers, beautiful hermitages on both the charming banks of the Saraswati, the river, so agreeable to saintly persons. As cities are constructed in the modern age with great engineering and architectural craftsmanship, so in days gone by, there were neighborhoods called Rishibulas, where great saintly persons resided. In India, there are still many magnificent places for spiritual understanding. There are many rishis and saintly persons living in nice cottages on the bank of Ganges and Yamuna for purposes of spiritual cultivation. While passing through the Rishipula, the king and his party were very much satisfied with the beauty of the cottages and hermitages. It is stated here, Pascham Ashrama Sampada. The great sages had no skyscraper, but the hermitages were so beautiful that the king was very much pleased at the sight. Magyantimirandasya Jnanandjanashalakhya Chakshurvilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kalamahyam Vadati Savadantikam Vandeyam Shri Guru Shri Radhakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupa Sarigata Saragana Raghunatham Tam Sadivam Savadekam Savadutam Parijamachaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sanatana Lalita Shri Krishna Amritam Cha Namo Krishna Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Putale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Parashadre Chitarine Namo Vajrayaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Namne Gauri Prasena He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinakandu Jagapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gauraki Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishakam Sute Devi Pranamami Haridite Vancha Kalpa Tarunasya Vipa Sindhu Devata Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Nishtabhayeshu Dveshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhakti Nishtaki. Led by this culture of hearing Bhagavatam every day, the nathas in our heart, Nashtabhayeshu, they get destroyed and we develop a taste for performing devotional service by the culture of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, here, so this pastime of, so last time, remember what we discussed? The pastime of Swambhu Manu, we're talking to Kadamuni. And we heard the vow what Kadamuni had taken. After I give the child, I'll go away. And now Swambhu Manu is going back. And now what happens after Swambhu Manu goes back to his capital Bharishmati, where when Varadev lifted the planet Earth, all the hairs of Varadev fell. And from the hairs of Varadev, where his sweat fell and the hair fell, the Kusha grass came. And therefore this Kusha grass is used for serving the Lord, where it came from the hair of the Lord, Bharishmati. And on the way, Swambhu Manu is going to the hermitages of the sages, Rishi Kula. And now from the Rishi Kula, he is going to his city. And now this is first day of Brahma. Just now creation has happened. This is the first day of Brahma and the first Manvantara. We are in the seventh Manvantara. But this pastime is happening in the first Manvantara. And from there, from the first Manvantara, only population started to grow. And even Swambhu Manu. But it seems even that time also there was a city. Swambhu Manu had a full city and there were Rishi Kulas, where the Rishis were doing their duties, and also there may be some Guru Kulas where children are studying. Now our comparison is made under a Rishi Kul and the city of Swambhu Manu. But very amazing, both are happy. The Rishi Kula is also happy and the Swambhu Manu is also happy. There is no sad story. It's all a happy story. So those who are rishis in the Gurukul, Rishikul, doing austerities at the bank of Saraswati, living very simply, they are also happy. And though Swambhu Manu is living in a kingdom with all riches, he is also happy. And the secret of Manu's happiness is that Manu was used all his time in devotional service of the Lord. Like generally, when the kings woke up, the wards come to wake him up, the king. So what the wards will say? Kaushalya, Supratam, glorifying the Lord, they will sing the bards. So when Swambhu Manu will get up, he'll get up hearing the glories of the Lord. And then same culture is there when a king is sleeping, they will have some Shanai, something, and king hearing that will sleep. So the bards will come and glorify the Lord. So while sleeping, he will hear the glories of the Lord. While getting up, he will hear the glories of the Lord. And he will use his Raj Mahal for glorifying the Lord. He will call many saints, please glorify the Lord. And that will be the events in the Raj Mahal. So whole one mantra duration, 71 Divya Yuga, one mantra duration of Sambhu Manu passed like that, hearing and chanting the glories of the Supreme Lord. So because though Sambhu Manu was living in the city, he was happy. And those were rich, but he is also very happy seeing the Rishipulas, which have anything opponent. So that means in the Vedic life, the standard of satisfaction, the standard of happiness comes by devotional service of the Lord. So one is happy in the forest, and also one is happy in the city, because aim is glorification of the Lord. So whatever the situation in life a person is, if his motive of life is glorification of the Lord, he can be happy and satisfied. That I'm just here to please the Supreme Lord, whatever duty I am doing. And such a devotee can be happy in every walk of life. And then at the right time, Shambhu Manu also retired and went to do austerities in the jungle. So that's a common trend that before your life, you should attain Vanaprastha. There. So even Amrish Maharaj renounced, even Karda Muni renounced the Supreme Lord took birth. So because renunciation was a complete focus upon the Supreme Lord, is the purpose of the renunciation. So it does not devalue the importance of renunciation. But the point is how one can be happy in any situation of life if his mind is directed towards the Supreme Lord. If his mind is directed in glorifying the Lord, he'll be happy. And Manu very happily passed. You know what duration? One mantra. 71 Divya Yugas. 71? Yeah. One Divya Yuga is 43 lakh years. So 43 lakh years into 71. That much time he very peacefully spent in his capital Bharishmati by hearing the glories of the Lord. There. So when our life is directed, now let us see what are the benefits of Rishikul and how the life is very simple, no tension, no anxiety. So now when the previous civilizations, even you heard about Harappan, Mohenjo-daro, they were all at the bank of river Saraswati. Now, so much tension we have to take when we are not living near a water source. Isn't it? You have to get a tanker. So Sajapur devotees can more understand this. They have to get a tanker every day for their. They have to get a tanker every day for water, and tanker becomes little late. Then problem. Water gets over, tanker does not come. Then problem. And then so much problem of sewage disposal in cities, right? Our temple has to pay around 70 lakh rupees to get a sewage connection because of the floods and things. Can you imagine what the cost it comes for the full building? 70 lakhs they have to pay for the sewage connection. And then the sewage goes into the rivers. And one devotee came to RV thinking there is a very nice river which will be so nice, Rishabhati river. When he came here, he found that Rishabhati had turned into Naga. So sewage is such a big problem, right? The modern way situation, such a big like yesterday we discussed. Yesterday, how many were there? Yesterday evening book reading, we had discussed about if you have to eat chapati. So simple to eat. And so complex, eating the same chapati becomes in a city. So, though it looks a very simple setting for the modern day people living at the hut, living in a hut near the Ganges, may look very difficult, but it's a very simplest setting in life. And Ganga Kinare people, and even you see Advaitacharya's home was near the bank of Ganges. So, and even where Ganges is not flowing, that place would be called Radadesh. So most, and there are so many rivers in India, and most of the civilization was amongst the rivers. Life become very simple. See, for irrigation, you don't need have to water. Land is very fertile near the rivers, so irrigation becomes very easy and simple. And you need water, river is there. For any water, river is there. And and the sewage, there was no need of sewage. It ground will sunk all the water. Ground से पानी निकला, ground में पानी चला गया. Ground से फसल आया और ground में ही stool चला गया. So whole cycle was full replenished. There was no need of much fertilizers because nature has organic fertilizer. You eat food and organic fertilizer comes out. Such a cycle is being made, and we have experience in Dindi Yatra. In Dindi Yatra, when we used to go from Dehu to Pandharpur, there are no toilets, right? Till Pune, 10-20 kilometers, toilet will be there. Afterwards, toilets are gone. And you have to go in fields, dig a hole. Dig a hole. The ideal is dig a hole, then pass it, and then cover the hole. Okay. Yeah, and then it is there in the fields, becoming manure. Oh, it's not devotees. You are not to Delhi, okay, you'll go to. So there's a, all devotees should go to Delhi to get an experience. You know, what is natural life looks like in Delhi Yatra. And we don't know. Our many devotees have gone. You know, Vijay Prabhu, Keshav Prabhu, Abhishek Prabhu. They've enjoyed Delhi very much because whole day dancing Kirtan, Prashant Prabhu. So whole day dancing Kirtans, whole day ecstatic lifestyle. So they enjoyed it very much. And you really feel what a simple lifestyle is. Or go for bus party. You know? So what you need in life. And that's what see now just think. Previously, people have to go from one city to another city. How? Now every day is a walking. Sometimes you have to stay in forest also. In where there will be the toilet in the forest. Full forest toilet is there. And here a pond, go and take a lota. And that's why sadhus will always carry a kamandalu, right? Kamandalu is there, everything else is required, what you require. For doing morning duties, for everything. The life was very simple. You don't have to accumulate so many things. And what do you do on the watch? Just see the where is the sun, that's the watch. And seasons are very regulated. Rains means 4 months. Rain. And that time sadhus will stay in a home and all activities will be suspended, much will not happen there. So everything was very regulated in nature so that life is simple and people can devote for self-realization. Reading the Vedas and things. And in that mode of goodness, see that mode of goodness, if how many experience of any picnic we go, Srirangapatna, Melkote, you feel so stressed out. Means you feel so relaxed out of the stress. How many experience of that? That nature, that environment has such a experience, you know, the environment, you automatically feel the Sataguni. You go near a lake, automatically good thoughts will start coming. And that environment has that so much effect on the mind. And you don't hurt suicide cases in such surroundings. You know, suicide cases more happen in urban cities. With the environment coming. The ether is very pure, the mind element is very pure. So mind becomes very refreshing in such a setting. How many feel long ki bas Prabhu ji ek do hafta mail kote jaake log jaye kitna acha ho. How many long to do? Isn't it? So peaceful, greenery, lushy green, nice. Of course, थोड़ा toilet होना चाहिए because we conditioned in city life. थोड़ा toilet होना चाहिए, एक bed होना चाहिए. That we expect, and that's no problem. Previously also there will be temples where ragis will stay at Dharamshala. But toilets will be outside, bathroom will be inside. There. And combined toilet bathroom was unheard of concept. There. And people will eat out inside and take out outside. Now people eat outside, take out inside. So much culture change. And Dindi Yatra is so simple, you know. We don't have any anxiety. Of course, one good thing with ISKCON Dindi is your prasadam comes on time. You know that prasadam. Prasadam, there is a Mataji team which goes with the making prasadam. So morning breakfast they will go, lunch they are cooking. You know that all things happen very properly. So morning only they will cook lunch and it will be kept, and lunch in a break will happen. Lunch will be served. Okay. So in Dindi, all these things we used to do. None serve. So you know, the prasad is there. So that security is there. And रहने का you will get a shade or not a shade, a closed house or open house, no guarantee. You will get in the field or outside field. And I tell you, that is ecstatic joy, you know, in the Dindi Yatra. Going in the fields for clearing, digging a hole. I never saw any snake. In 20 days, I didn't saw even a single snake there. And Lord protects, you know. Unless your time has come, a snake cannot do anything to you. स्नेक के हार्ट में टाइमर होता है, इसका टाइम आ गया, इसको काट दो. So people are very dependent upon the Lord. और कोई झरना जा रहा है, वहां से पानी पी लिया, वहां से कर दिया. So practically now, but now you see the modern cities, what is happening? So much time goes just for basic necessities of life. So much time goes. So there's no time for self-realization. So Lord created the earth in such a way that people live simple and have time for self-realization. And even Swami Manu, though he's a grasta, though he's a king, but he has a lot of time for self-realization. Hearing the glories of the Lord, along with his kingdom, everything. So whether it was a king, whether it was a saint, the purpose was self-realization, glorification of the Supreme Lord. And in a simple setting, they're living in the night, they're very happy in that Sataguna, Sukham and Dhyana. So that's what the life is living. And in the modern day, just to get your children steady, so difficult it is. The school fees is 3 lakh rupees per year. First class. And all these international schools, we don't give permission for public. They take out all money of the parents, hard-earned money. So now a software person may earn 20 lakh rupees per year. With 2 बच्चे हो गए, 7 लाख फीस चलेगी उनको. 5 लाख का घर का रेंट चला गया 3-4 लाख. फिर बचेगी. So though salary package has increased, but luxury has not increased in life. And the happiness has not increased. Even luxury also has increased, but the happiness has not increased. The satisfaction has not increased. तो इतना high तोबा करने में निकल जाता है. And people were not greedy. Before 90s, there was no rate of the land. Kaudi ka bhav land. We had 100 hectares of land, तो दाम ही नहीं था उसका 90s. And now the same land has become crores of rupees. But people didn't have much greed. कहाँ करेंगे land? जो लोग ये शांति है. Now so much fight over the land. One land was sold. One person purchased the land nearby. And he purchased the land nearby. What happened? Another person came with the paper. देखो ये land मेरे पास मेरे नाम पर है. So one land, so many names are there. So much eating is there in the land. So life becomes very complicated when the purpose of life is forgotten. Like eating, mating, sleeping, and defending is common in both animals and human beings. But see, for human being, eating, mating, sleeping, defending is very easily arranged. You don't have to worry, मेरा खाना कब आएगा. You don't fight while eating. Like dogs have to fight. ये मेरा food, ये तेरा food. Same way, dogs have to fight. ये तेरी bitch, ये मेरी bitch. You know, किसकी bitch? Then they have to fight. You don't have to fight. ना मेरी baby है तेरी baby. Married. That means your wife. There. But so eating, sleeping, mating, defending is easily arranged for the human beings. But when human beings do not follow dharma, the eating, sleeping, mating, defending becomes more difficult than the animals also. Like, which animal doesn't have time to eat? But human beings have no time to eat sometimes. And triangular love stories, you know, so much shooting, so much insecurity while they leave a person. In America, it is saying, when you go to the office, you don't know you may have a pink slip. And when you come to your home, why it would have gone. So the life becomes more stressful and sleep doesn't come proper because so many tensions are there. Garam was telling, he went to some Rasta home and they're asking truly, आपको कितना समय लगता है सोने में? पढ़ते हैं और सो जाते हैं. We lie down and we sleep. No. How much time? 1 hour it would take to sleep. So they can't think that you just lie down and sleep. But simple life, you sleep unless you have taken a lot of day rest. Okay, some duty can take day rest also. Night rest. So, so the life becomes so complicated. And we see because of the result of the complicated life, to see the life around. Do we have pure water? Do we have pure air? Do we have pure food? No. Earth, water, air, all which are basic necessities, they're all become impure. Same way, Agni also impure because the food is cooked on gas. So it causes gas. The cooking, microwave oven cooking, this type of cooking. So due to which the digestion problems also come. So all the elements have become impure because of living in artificial living. And one should not get enamored by the modern advancement. It makes people so enamored by it that they forget the goal of life. No time for self-realization. And Sarvamanu is living in the city. He's not living in a hermitage because he's a king. He can't go living in a hermitage. He has to save all the sages and everything. He's living with wife, children, Santanapad, Prevrat, Sarvamanu in the palace. He has a lot of duties to do. But he was doing everything to please the Supreme Lord. Sarvamanu was doing everything to please the Supreme Lord. And everywhere the glorification to Supreme Lord is going, the mind of Sarvamanu. His life was centered around Shambham and Kirtan. So his life was going very happily there. So the both settings became an ideal setting when Lord becomes the center. So wherever the situation, so we understand the problems of the modern life. But the solution is not just go to forest. So after hearing a lot, the problems of city life, we think, Prabhu, let's go to some farm and stay there. So for purposes, brahmachari should stay in cities, grihastha should stay in farms. And both doesn't. Brahmacharis want to stay in farm and grihasthas want to live in cities. But Prabhupada wants the grihasthas, there are statements there. Because in cities, grihasthas have to do hard work to make a living and all that. But farm, they can be easily maintained. And brahmacharis, they live in farm, they will relax and sleep. But they should stay in city and preach. So the point is that grihastha should go to farm. Why? So that they have more time for Shravanam Kirtan. And the brahmachari should stay in cities. It will give more time for preaching and Shravanam Kirtan. So no matter wherever you stay, whatever ashram you stay, the purpose of life should be centered around Shravana and Kirtana. And that is a Bhagavad Gita. When the life is centered around Shravana or Kirtana, either you're hearing about Krishna or you're speaking about Krishna. Or you're chanting the holy names of the Lord or doing Kirtan together. And when that becomes focus, the goal of life is very easily achieved. You go home back to life. Want to take some devotee with you? One devotee can evening. Okay. All the best. Mobile. Hey, hotspot. Hotspot. Your hotspot is connected. Yeah. What's your hotspot? Once again, the hotspot is connected. Really?